Alright, so I've got another quick experiment. So Chris over at Above Unity keeps talking about these coils. When they are opposing each other, they're asymmetric and they're bucking, although not bucking in the traditional sense, but bucking as in they're opposing each other. And magnetic fields oppose each other, and then they'll create a standing wave in the middle. I've tried to read up as much as possible on what he's going on about, found some of his old forums and documents and things like that. So I've been reading through that, so I decided to conduct an experiment. It's something along these lines, but more along the lines where you just have the bucking coil there, and then you have the trigger coil, which is what I had this set up like. And unfortunately, through the trigger coil, that doesn't seem to do anything. Mainly because I probably have this on a ferrite core and I need to try it on an air core. But regardless, I tried it anyways, and I did find something interesting. So I'm using this old Victor VC2002. It's a function generator. As you can see, you can do sine wave, square wave, and sawtooth waves. You've got your outputs there, and those are in kilohertz. You can go up to a maximum of 2 megahertz on 7. Now right now we've got it set on sine wave, and in the third range, which is 20 to 200 hertz. And as you can see, I have this 6-volt bulb here. It's not lighting up at all. This is set to read our hertz. It's reading nothing. And this is reading our voltage across the light bulb, and that's reading pretty much nothing as well. But the interesting thing is, and I will just change this to range 2 run, and so we're at 3 hertz at 8.7 volts peak to peak. Again, nothing, but that's where the signal is going in. So it's going into the center, and if I can find one of the drawings that I've been using, so it's going into the center and then out and into the light bulb. So if you pretend to do it to be like that, what happens is if I disconnect that, put the function generator on the outside and the light bulb on the inside, we have Eureka. You can see the light is pulsing, and it's pulsing at 3 hertz, or in this case, because there's a load on it, function generators drop down to 2.3. And as you can see, I can adjust the frequency, and the light bulb responds. And here I also am measuring the frequency just to double check, and we are at 3.46 hertz. Light bulb is on, and we're getting a fluctuating AC voltage across the light bulb. Now, because of the resistances in the coils, we're getting a drop. We're not getting a lot here. I can connect the function generator straight to the light bulb, and it's a lot brighter, but that defies the experiment. We wanted to go across these coils, so that seems to work. What's interesting is if I go into the range of 3, which is again 20 to 200 hertz, we're at 32.78, and we can just confirm that. Yep, about 34 on there. We get 8.48, 8.5 volts. And if I start playing around with the frequency, there are definite ranges where the voltage across that bulb does increase. Now it doesn't increase here, it only increases once these coils get into resonance. And I believe last time I checked this it was around 120, so we're at 8.52 volts, and we're at 138. Now you can see we're dropping in voltage, which suggests that we are losing resonance. So if we go back to about 120, there we go, 8.52, so about 130. And so there's a difference, yeah, 120, 8.53, there you go, 8.53 is about 107. And then if we fall way below that mark, the voltage will start dropping again, as you can see. So there is a definite resonance happening in those coils at certain frequencies. And even without a Coil scope, oscilloscope, there are still ways of figuring out the resonance in these coils without having to look at a scope. This is probably the way the old fellows used to do it, when they didn't even have scopes. All you were doing is going by feel with just old function generators and a voltmeter, and just paying attention to what's happening. But yeah, let me know if any of this is correct or if I'm just, blowing smoke out of my ass. But yeah.